but I have to disagree. I think Mayweather is much more superior than Crawford.
Right now, he would beat him. Yes, it would be a competitive fight.
You can. It's whenever I want to.
Floyd's defensive dominance is definitely what sets him apart from almost every fighter in history. His ability to neutralize power punchers, dictate pace, and avoid taking damage over the decades is something very few boxers have ever done. Even today, fans and analysts still use Mayweather's defense as the gold standard. But whether that alone makes him the clear greatest ever is where the debate heats up, especially with fighters like Crawford pushing boundaries in their own way.
Terence Crawford would beat a prime Mayweather. I'm telling you right now, he would beat him. Yes, it would be a competitive fight, but Crawford, master thinker just like Floyd. The advantage that Floyd has is that he has great defense. The advantage that Crawford has is that he not only can fight orthodox, he can also he's versatile. He can fish in the southpaw stance. And we all know that Floyd don't like to fight southpaws. We know that. What happens when you have a guy just as smart as you are and able to make adjustments like Crawford? What happens when you have a guy that can hurt you with either hand? A guy that's powerful and strong like Crawford. A guy that's quick as Crawford. A guy that can fight you in the pocket. A guy that knows how to execute that Philly shell. He knows how to bust through that. He'll have enough to beat Floyd, and he'll have enough to gain respect and hurt Floyd too. I don't think he knocks him out, but I think he'll win a close decision. Hey, I want to know what everybody...
For most, the warning has nothing to do with doubting Crawford's greatness. He's already considered the top pound-for-pound fighter today, but rather with respecting the unique challenge Mayweather brings. Even at this stage, Floyd's talent for shutting down opponents, controlling the tempo, and frustrating world-class fighters is still second to none. Experts warn that Crawford, who usually wins by slowly breaking his opponents down, could instead find himself stuck in Mayweather's defensive trap, unable to land clean punches or take control of the fight.
But Mayweather's the only one with no losses on his record right now. It's a tough thing in boxing to go that long.
I mean, you also got Andre Ward, but that was like, what, 32, 34?
Yeah, but Ward lost one somewhere in there.
No, I think he's undefeated.
Is he?
Yeah. But he's not as much as Mayweather. And the other thing, too, is that Mayweather, the resume, if we go back to the resume...
But you know what? I love that because everybody says Mayweather didn't fight nobody. He fought this guy.
Yeah, they don't. Those are people that don't know about boxing.
Mayweather fought everybody they put into him. It's not his fault he saw Pacquiao late in Pacquiao's career. It's not his...
Floyd Mayweather's training routine shows exactly why so many pros warn Crawford about stepping into the ring with him. Even at 48, though retired, Mayweather still trains every day, sharpening his timing on the mitts, running pad drills that highlight his reflexes, and staying in shape with high-rep workouts, core training, cardio, and smooth, efficient movements instead of heavy lifting.
So I want to make sure that I eat the right foods. I take care of my body. You know, even since I've been out here, I make sure, you know, I go for a jog. Probably not like I did when I was competing. I do like a little 4 miles. Try to do 450 push-ups.
No.
450 sit-ups, yeah.
Well, you keep funny hours. Like even watching the All Access stuff with you keep real funny hours. Like why you want to sleep at 9 a.m. to 3 and then be up all night running around the streets? Like, have you always kept funny hours? You keep funny hours.
Remember, we work hard to become our own boss so we can do what we want to do. The ultimate goal is to go to sleep when you want to and wake up when you want to. See, when you don't wake up when you want to, then guess what? Somebody's controlling you. And I don't want to be controlled because I want to be my own boss.
After Crawford beat Canelo to become the undisputed super middleweight champion, Mayweather told TMZ, "The best man won." He praised the fight for bringing excitement to boxing and said it was good for the sport. Speaking on Canelo's future, Floyd pointed out that boxing takes a heavy toll on the body and hinted that the wear and tear might be catching up, the only time and the fighters themselves can truly decide. As for a rematch, Mayweather left the door open, saying if they want it, it could happen. If not, they'll just keep it moving.
On Saturday night, even though I think a lot of people who were fans were not exactly sure would Canelo win, would Bud be big enough, strong enough to handle Canelo's power? Well, the answer to that question was yes. I saw you placed a bet, won a lot of money. Congratulations. What are your thoughts? What was your reaction to the fight, Floyd, as you watched Bud and Canelo in there on Saturday?
Oh, it's good for boxing. It was exciting. The best man won.
Is Canelo washed up now at 35 years old?
Oh, I don't know. Boxing is a lot of wear and tear on the body. Maybe so. I'm not really sure.
Would you be interested in seeing a rematch, or would the fight be the same? Would it ultimately end up the same way?
I don't know. It's up to those two guys. They want to do a rematch. Do a rematch. If not, keep it moving.
Would you watch it, or not any real interest?
I'm pretty sure I'll watch it. If they did it again, I'm pretty sure.
Mayweather has often said publicly that Canelo was easier to beat than most people think. He's mocked the idea that anyone who defeats Canelo deserves massive credit, arguing that when they fought, Canelo was still young, developing, and had clear weaknesses. In many ways, his comments seem aimed at defending his own legacy, reminding fans that beating Canelo doesn't automatically prove someone is the best.
Hey, you can take a guy like Canelo, this guy can do, he can pick and choose who he want to fight. And I'm going to tell y'all the truth about Canelo. Easy, man. Easy. Y'all sitting up here, y'all praising this dude. This dude was nothing. I was almost 40 years old when I cooked this dude. Easy. Y'all always disrespecting our fighters.
Many boxing analysts argue that even with his win over Canelo and his perfect record, Terence Crawford still can't be ranked on the same level as Floyd Mayweather because he doesn't have that iconic 50-0 legacy. They believe that to truly surpass Mayweather in the greatest ever conversation, Crawford needs more than just big-name victories. In their view, he must face a fighter like David Benavidez, who is seen as one of the most dangerous and physically dominant boxers in the sport today.
Canelo is a hell of a fighter. He's a hell of a fighter. And everyone is now saying that he's not the same fighter. He's not looking the same. Now remember this.
Sounds familiar.
No. I was older than Canelo is when I beat Canelo. So now imagine seeing Canelo at 36 and me at 36 and we fight. And now what y'all gonna say? Well, now he got what? I don't know how many fights he got.
Jeff Mayweather praised Crawford's skills and recent dominance, admitting that many were surprised by how convincingly he's been winning big fights. But when the conversation shifts to Prime versus Prime, Jeff made it clear he still favors Floyd. He pushed back against comments like Canelo's, saying they're often just ways to boost one's own image by comparison. While he acknowledged Crawford's intelligence in the ring, Jeff firmly stated that Crawford does not surpass Floyd's defensive brilliance.
Well, also if we remember, Canelo that time was a razor-thin decision. Floyd won, majority decision. C.J. Ross had it with what a lot of people had as a draw. And then the other two judges scored it for Floyd, of course. And that was a Floyd at the top of his game with a very green Canelo with very little experience. And he still took him, into deep water. So
Yeah. What was Canelo? What, 20-something? 21? 23? 25?
yeah, very, very young in the game, obviously.
Yeah, very young. He had more fights than Floyd, and he lost.
Yeah,
So,
but
man, that was 30-something years old? 36?
Floyd was clearly at the top of his career, and Canelo had fought a lot of people,
Top
but
of his career.
but
Are you at the top of your career in your prime? You in your prime when you're at 36. That's not your prime.
did he lose it? I mean,
Your prime is in your 20s.
it's different for different people.
Yeah, okay. Well, for sure. And that's why Canelo is saying what he's saying.
But
To make himself look like he did something great.
Before Terence Crawford faced Canelo Alvarez, Jeff Mayweather expressed confidence in Crawford's ability to meet the challenge. He said a win over Canelo wouldn't just secure Crawford's pound-for-pound crown, it could set the stage for an even bigger showdown. Jeff noted that Floyd, even at 48, is still in excellent shape, and if Crawford pulled off a career-defining victory, the demand for a fight with Floyd would be impossible to ignore. With Crawford's hunger for greatness and Floyd's unmatched legacy, the matchup would carry massive intrigue.
Like the Magic 8 Ball. You think that'd be something in his
I don't necessarily think that is something that he's looking for, but I mean, of course, if he gets past Canelo, he can fight as many bums as he wants to, just to make the record.
Do you think he would do that, or do you think he would?
I don't know. He seemed like he's a class act, and he seemed like he'll do whatever he feels. But I don't know. I mean, at what you said, 37?
37, yeah.
37. Yeah, that's still a lot of fights.
Oscar De La Hoya recently gave his take on the Floyd Mayweather Jr. versus Terence Crawford debate, and he sided strongly with Mayweather. While he praised Crawford for moving up 3 weight classes and outboxing Canelo, De La Hoya stressed that Floyd's technical skill and ring IQ are on another level. He highlighted Mayweather's unmatched timing, defensive mastery, and ability to avoid damage, arguing that these qualities make Floyd the more complete and technical fighter.
And who would do it? Because Canelo after the fight said that Crawford was way better than Floyd. You know Crawford, you know Canelo, you know Floyd. What do you think? Who would win in a fight?
My man. I have to disagree because Floyd Mayweather toyed with Canelo. Like, he literally toyed with him. He didn't get hit at all. Not one time. And Crawford, yeah, he's more of a fighter, boxer. Mayweather's more of a boxer. But I have to disagree. I think Mayweather is much more superior than Crawford. Not just because he beat me and it was a close fight, whatever, or that I stepped in the ring with Mayweather, but I really feel that technically Mayweather's a better fighter.
Terence Crawford has openly said he sees no reason to compare his career to Floyd Mayweather's, since each represents a different era in boxing. He fully acknowledges Mayweather's greatness in his time, but insists that Floyd's era is over. While he is now the standard bearer for the sport, Crawford points to his recent achievements moving up weight classes and becoming undisputed in multiple divisions as proof that he's the one carrying boxing forward today.
He was in the ring with both of us, so a lot of people, they can say what they want, but he's actually been in the ring with both of us. One where he felt like he was at the best, and another where he felt like he was at a disadvantage when he had a rehydration clause and he was younger. So, I don't know, I don't go off of that. Floyd is the best fighter, in his era, and I feel like I'm the best fighter in my era.
Crawford has often spoken with admiration about Floyd Mayweather Jr., recognizing the influence Floyd had on shaping the path for fighters of his generation. He credits Mayweather for setting the bar with his work ethic, defensive brilliance, and control over the business side of boxing. To Crawford, Floyd's career is both a blueprint and a source of motivation, proving that discipline, intelligence, and self-belief can take a boxer beyond the ring. And while Crawford sees himself as the face of today's era, he does so with respect, acknowledging that Mayweather paved the way for fighters to take control of their own careers.
But I know how you is. You be sizing niggas up, bro. Keep it a stack. Did you in your head size up Floyd? Like, you know what I'm saying? If we was ever keep it real.
I'm never that type of guy. I think that's some grimy shit. Always been happy for him, been a fan of his, and I never imagined us fight. Yeah. I never looked at him like, man, I know I'll be this.
Bro, you capping, bro. I never thought like fantasy fight me versus Floyd, man.
Never. I never just was with a person and looked at him like, he did that. Never. That's some hate type shit to me.
Like plotting.
I ain't never been that type of person ever.
Brian Bomac McIntyre, Terence Crawford's longtime trainer, has been outspoken in his belief that Crawford surpasses Floyd Mayweather in important ways. He points to Crawford's versatility, his ability to switch stances with ease, adjust to any style, and carry fight-tending power in both hands as weapons Floyd never fully had. Bomac explains that while Mayweather built his legacy on defense and control, Crawford blends technical skill with an aggressive, fan-friendly style that delivers knockouts at the sport's highest level.
Saw you before the fight, the Crawford-Canelo fight, and you had a Cavs hat on. This time you've got a GOAT hat on. Is that how you're feeling? I know it says Muhammad Ali, but is that how you're feeling about Bud's performance, about his whole career?
Yeah, I'm definitely feeling that way, man. Greatest all time, man. You gotta give it to him. You gotta give it to him. You gotta give it to his coaches. not just me, Saul, Red, Bernie, Chet, nutritionists. You know, everybody plays a part.
Canelo said he's way better than Mayweather. What do you think to that?
Who, Terence?
Yeah.
Oh, of course. Of course he is.
Commentator Max Kellerman argues that Floyd Mayweather Jr. still stands tall in boxing history because of his deeper resume, unmatched speed, defensive brilliance, and the long list of elite names he defeated. However, Kellerman also notes that Crawford's journey has been different and in some ways more daring. While Mayweather carefully chose his moments after reaching the top weight classes, Crawford has taken bigger risks, fought every top opponent available in his era, and kept moving up divisions. Kellerman suggests that although Mayweather's legacy is almost untouchable, Crawford's rise as today's best carries its own weight, built not just on achievements, but on consistently embracing challenges.
Floyd was fighting everyone right up until the point where he started to make money. But as much credit as you get for making, the primacy of business, for making business your priority, well, that comes with trade-offs. Because when you make business decisions constantly, sometimes your athletic achievements won't be regarded in the same way as if you made athletic achievements your priority. That said, Mayweather has accomplished a tremendous amount athletically. But the three fighters he didn't fight, Antonio Margarito, Manny Pacquiao, when he was obliterating De La Hoya, Hatton, and Cotto, and Shane Mosley when he still had something left. And while he will wind up fighting Pacquiao and Mosley, it'll both be, at the right time for Floyd. That said, what about at the right time for Floyd? He's also ancient. A fighter approaching 40, fighting at the level Mayweather is fighting, is unheard of. Mayweather, until recent times, would be considered one of the greatest older fighters. That would be the whole story. Oh my God, can you believe how old Mayweather is? It was a little bit unfair to Floyd to say, well, you're picking these guys at the right time. Floyd is old.
Max Kellerman has argued that both Manny Pacquiao and Terence Crawford deserve to rank above Floyd Mayweather Jr. on pound-for-pound lists, even while acknowledging Floyd's perfect record and remarkable skill. He points out that Pacquiao started at the very lightest weights and climbed through multiple divisions, beating top fighters at every level and often taking on challenges others avoided. According to Kellerman, Pacquiao tore through those divisions in dominant fashion, and while he respects Mayweather's defensive genius, he believes Pacquiao's resume, risk-taking, and multi-division success give him a slight edge in the all-time debate.
This is the situation, guys. No one has ever been a 4-division champion in boxing. Not a real one. Oh, Pacquiao won 8 and Oscar De La Hoya won 11 and this one won 15. No, I'm talking about Ring Magazine champ or lineal champ. You are the champion of that division. Forever, the record was 3 by Henry Armstrong. Manny Pacquiao was the first dude to really win 4. Floyd gets credit for 4 for beating Canelo, but that wasn't at the junior middleweight limit. I don't count that. I don't count that. Terence Crawford just joined Manny Pacquiao as the only legit 4-division champion in the history of boxing. And he did it by jumping middle. He came lightweight, junior welter, then he won a belt at junior middle, not the whole championship, and then skipped middle to fight Canelo Alvarez for the undisputed, for the Ring Magazine super middleweight championship of the world, and left no doubts, including with Canelo, who was all class after the fight but knew what had just happened.
Roy Jones Jr. has also raised doubts about whether Floyd Mayweather truly faced the toughest opponents at their peak, arguing that many of his biggest wins came against fighters who were either past their prime or not at their absolute best. He points to names like Canelo Alvarez and Manny Pacquiao, noting that neither was in their prime when Mayweather fought them. In contrast, Jones highlights Pacquiao as someone who regularly took on dangerous challenges and fought elite opponents at the height of their powers. For Jones, this gap means that while Mayweather's 50-0 record is impressive, it doesn't automatically prove he's the greatest of all time.
Is Floyd Mayweather top 5?
No, not in my book. No,
not even top 10?
Maybe top 10 in my book, yeah, but not top 5. Yeah. He's maybe top 10, but not top 5. Floyd can fight, don't get it wrong. Floyd can fight. But here's what my problem is. Well, I understand, I know you're a Floyd fan, but here's my problem. Who did Floyd fight that was on his level when he fought? Only Canelo. That's it. Don't give me that stuff about the other guy that was going to prison. He know he's going to prison when he gets through. And then to take it even further.
He fought Cotto.
Cotto was
Manny
not on
Pacquiao,
his
Manny
level. Wait. See, stop. Let me finish first. Cotto.
You asked me a question.
Cotto already was done. And Cotto is Cotto an all-time great? No. Cotto's an all-time Puerto Rican great. Cotto's not an all-time great in boxing.
I agree with you.
He's an all-time Puerto Rican great. All right, so that's not a great fight. That's not on your level. Pacquiao, you waited till Pacquiao got knocked out by Marquez before you fought him. If you'd have fought him 4 years ago, it'd have been something. Because both of y'all were here. We'd have found out who the best was. You waited till Marquez knocked him out, now you fought him. If I wait till somebody beat James Toney before I fight him, do I get credit for being the greatest fighter of all time because I beat James Toney?
No, you don't.
No, I don't. So my point is, you didn't do it the right way. You know that. Who else did you fight besides them best two names you can pull up besides Canelo?
What I'm saying is that who do you think around that time would have even beaten Floyd that he didn't fight?
So my point is, I'm not gonna say who
because I can't name a person.
I'm not gonna say who would have beat Floyd. Like I said, I'm just saying Floyd never fought nobody that was of his equal. He didn't fight a James Toney. He didn't go looking for a James Toney.